Arsenal is in the Champions League final. Am I seeing this right? Arsenal is in the Champions League final. Arsenal is in the Champions League final. Brothers, I have had hours and hours. I genuinely slept on it. I've pinched myself 5 times already. I cannot believe what I'm seeing on my screen, man. Arsenal FC is about to go on a Champions League final before FC Barcelona in the last 10 years. I'm sorry, I don't want to but ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal has actually done it. I predicted it. Even Rafinha himself predicted it in front of the Atletico Madrid fans, saying that you guys will go out in the next round. And Atletico Madrid, what did I tell you guys? Bottled it in the second leg, just like I predicted in my predictions video. You are welcome. You can still sit there and say that my ball knowledge is very weak. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what? As much as we like to banter Arsenal, as much as we like to make fun of Arsenal, right? I think tonight we need to give them their flowers. I swear to God, I genuinely mean this, and this is real me. This is not AI me. I know it's very weird for me to be saying this because I only laugh at them. I laugh at them and just dislike them so much. And I do understand that, and I do understand everyone watching also dislikes Arsenal. But goddamn, you have to give them their flowers, man. Unbeaten this entire Champions League run. I mean, the play that they did last night against Atletico Madrid was absolutely beautiful. They held it down so strong in that defense. Showed you why defense is always going to be a factor that is going to factor if your team is going to a Champions League or if your team is going to win a serious tournament, man. I've been saying this from teams like Real Madrid, we need stronger defense. Teams like Barcelona, they need stronger defense, and defense genuinely wins you games, and Arsenal genuinely proved you that, right? Saka, my boy, the guy who scored on this game, the guy who has been carrying this Arsenal team, and everything just seems to be going their way every time Saka is back and Saka is playing for Arsenal, man. He comes back from injury. Obviously, before his injury, the Arsenal went on a decline, right? Them losing against Manchester City, them losing the spot to Manchester City, and obviously after Man City drew against Everton 3-3 in the Premier League, Arsenal are looking the favourites to win the Premier League if they win the remaining games, right? And Saka coming back, not only coming back to this fans over land and over sea. I seen the tifo. Now over land and over sea, I don't know what that means. Bottling over land and the sea, probably, but I'm joking, Arsenal fans. Arsenal scored by Saka, obviously. A rebound after Gyökeres, strong shot from Gyökeres. Oblak deflected from his arms, goes to Saka. Saka was not offside in that scenario, and Saka scored the first goal, man. The kid is so special, man. The kid is genuinely so special. What I'm considering, why not bring him to a Real Madrid team, man? 1 goal, 1 assist versus Fulham, right? This is when he came back from injury, and now he has produced 1 goal in the Champions League semi-final. If he genuinely goes and wins the Champions League and the Premier League for Arsenal, he is already a club legend for Arsenal. Him carrying an Arsenal team back to glory is going to be the most special things a player has done, man. Especially you playing for an Arsenal team, especially you coming from the academy. I think Arsenal fans who boast a lot about Saka, I mean, they say some stupid stuff like Saka is better than Lionel Messi. We have seen those clips. It's on the channel, right? In my second channel on my social media, I've reacted to it, and it's so stupid because he doesn't even come up to Messi's laces, let's be honest. But at the age of 23 years old, he has done something that Lionel Messi probably cannot, which is take an Arsenal team after 20 years of drought of not seeing a Champions League finals, take that Arsenal team and take them to their first final in 20 years, man. And perhaps win a Champions League if they don't come second in the Champions League, because we know that most likely they are coming second in the Champions League final, man. Saka is so special, the way he moves, his dribbling, his speed, his football IQ, man. From what we saw from the Euros, just a kid missing a penalty, right, in the final that was, to this right here, a matured, more experienced player. And you know what? he is selling me. He is becoming genuinely a great player, and football fans, you guys are lucky that he is only 23 years old and he has so much years to go, man. And Arsenal fans, you have a club legend already in front of your eyes, man. But enough of Saka, man. Not much happened in this game. Arsenal were more dangerous in this game, if I'm being honest. I mean, they had the home advantage. I told you guys, Simeone is going to choke in the second leg. I've been saying this in every single predictions video, and that's what happened. They don't perform in the second leg. That is Simeone style of football, especially this season. Considering this, right, everyone's saying that this should have been a penalty for Atletico Madrid. There's two scenarios. This is the first scenario. So apparently what happened here, this was a penalty if there was no foul before this. So Gabriel, apparently before this tackle, Gabriel got tackled inside the box by an Atletico player, which in my opinion, that was not a foul on Gabriel. So in my opinion, this should have been a penalty, because the first foul that happened on Gabriel shouldn't have been a foul, because it did not look a foul in my opinion. In my opinion, if anything, Gabriel is the one that fouled the Atletico Madrid player. That's the way I saw it. And Calafiero, obviously, he tackled Griezmann inside the box. Clear tackle, clear penalty, but obviously because of the first foul that happened on Arsenal that they counted, this did not count, right? But in my opinion, they got robbed of one penalty in this game, and this is the scenario that they get robbed from. I think Atletico Madrid deserved a penalty here, but again, Simeone, you don't deserve anything, because if you play terrible like this, and you beg for penalties, then you don't deserve to be in a Champions League final. I'm genuinely sorry, right? Another scenario that happened where Simeone's son took the ball, right? Went past David Raya. Gabriel came from the back and touched him and tackled him just like a soft tackle. In my opinion, this is not a penalty. Now, if you were Barcelona, this was a Barcelona player tackling the Atletico Madrid player, then probably it's a penalty with a red card with 5 games suspension, right? But ladies and gentlemen, this for me was not a penalty. This is not a penalty for Atletico Madrid. So Arsenal fans, I am on your side on this one. I don't think this was a penalty. First one though, bit controversial. I think the first one should have been a penalty. In my opinion, one penalty should have been given in this game that was not given, and I think Atletico Madrid fans, you have the right, I don't know if anyone watch me, but you have the right to complain in the first one, if I'm being honest, right? But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, performances not the best in this game. You had both strikers missing setters like Gyökeres, who kind of created the first goal, who is very dangerous, who is very important for this Arsenal side, right? I mean, the second half of the season, Gyökeres has been showing his worth more, if I'm being honest, compared to the first half of the season. But Gyökeres missing this, if Atletico Madrid somehow tied the game and went through, then Arsenal fans wouldn't have been happy with this chance right here. I mean, a chance to bury the game, and you sky the ball so high, man. It's insane that a player like Gyökeres, who runs, he presses, he tracks back, he does everything for Arteta. He's a system player, right? But you need to focus on these moments, man, because you cannot get nervous and miss this type of chance, especially in a semi-final of the Champions League, because this could have been in a Champions League final. This scenario could have happened in a Champions League final. You cannot miss these chances, man. But same thing with Sorloth, man. Sorloth had a more terrible miss than Arsenal's Gyökeres, right? Where he didn't even have contact on the ball, I believe. I believe he did, but something happened where the ball went behind his head. I don't know what happened here, but he couldn't get the ball fully right, and what an easy chance for him to not score, man. Same thing with Sorloth. I think Atletico Madrid fans are going for him, man, but that is two chances that you should not be missing in a Champions League night, man. And I think if you give this chance to a PSG team, to a Bayern Munich team, I don't think they're going to show any mercy. They're going to bury that goal, and they're going to bury it top or bottom corner, right? And ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about this brother. You know, I pray every day to have the same luck that this brother have. I swear on everything, man. Because how can you go 11 years? 11 years. I believe he has been coaching at Atletico for 14 years, not 11, but 11 years. And this is your resume. Any coach in the world, he would have been sacked already, right? And I understand Atletico Madrid and Simeone, they have good connections. Simeone, I mean, they won a league title with Atletico Madrid, and he has been competing in an era where prime Real Madrid and prime Barcelona, with the Messis, with the Ronaldos, I do understand that he has been competing with them game in and or year in and year out, right? But at the same time, if you have been bottling Champions League after Champions League. If you have been bottling the league so many years, you have been bottling even the Copa del Rey for so many years, man. You have been bottling game in and game out, especially in the second legs of where you play, right? I do understand he has been very unlucky, especially with 2 Champions League finals that he been in, right? Unfortunately, he has faced Real Madrid in those finals, a unbelievable Real Madrid team. I do understand that, but at the same time, man, sometimes you need to let it go, in my opinion. I know it's hard, and I know they won't probably replace someone as Simeone, and I know the next coach after Simeone will probably not bring the same results that Simeone brought. I do understand that, but at the same time, his resume is not looking good, man. Is it unluckiness, or is him just not cracking the code yet? I mean, for 11 years, he should have cracked the code very long time ago, but he has been bottling. I predicted it. I told you guys, you are welcome, man. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of mistakes that he did that has cost him this game, in my opinion. You looking for a goal in the last, 30 minutes, I believe this happened. He brings out Griezmann. Understandable. Not like the old Griezmann. He's still crucial. He still can play well. He is a Griezmann. More experience. He has been in the Champions League semi-finals before. He has been in a final before. Multiple finals. World Cup winner. He has experience. He can do something for you, right? Alvarez is something that I cannot excuse you, man. How in the world where you are down by 1-0, only 1-0, you can tie up this game easily if you wanted. 30 to 20 minutes left, and you bring out Alvarez, genuinely the player who has been a one-man army in this team, the player that has carried this team this entire season, him alone, fam. Him playing unbelievable against Barcelona, kicking out Barcelona alone, in my opinion. Humiliating Real Madrid in that 5-2 game. I still remember him. Humiliating every single La Liga team, in my opinion. A Lamborghini in a garbage truck. That's what I call him. And you are bringing him out in the last 30 minutes? It's such a stupid mistake, man. Because the 2 other players, Alex Baena and Almada, I mean, sure, you're bringing in 2 attackers, but I'm sorry, they're not the same as Alvarez and Griezmann. They won't provide the same thing as Alvarez and Griezmann, man. And ladies and gentlemen, yep, that is it. Yep, that is it. That is the Arsenal game. And Arsenal are going to the Champions League final. Are they winning the Champions League final? I mean, they have been unbeaten this entire run. They have had an unbelievable defense. Again, you never know. When it was Chelsea versus Manchester City back in 2021, no one expected Chelsea to win that game, right? But who won it? Chelsea won it. I mean, Havertz being in Arsenal now, maybe he could do the same thing he did with Chelsea against Manchester City, but against PSG or Bayern Munich. But what a team, what a game. You can call it haram ball, but Arteta, you deserve your flowers, man. And I think Arteta should stay yet another season. Arteta should not be considered to be sacked, especially when Simeone didn't get sacked. I think Arteta and Simeone are so similar, man, because they always bottle it somehow. I don't know how it is, but they always come up second or third or just bottle it. But let's see what happens here, man. Arsenal fans, you deserve to celebrate. A lot of people are going at Arsenal fans because Arsenal players, they were celebrating like they won the Champions League in this game, and you cannot blame them, man. How can you? 20 years, 20 long years of not reaching Champions League final, because they understand even if they don't win the Champions League final, let them celebrate this moment, man, because they have been given something so special. They have been given hope. And I know a lot of Arsenal fans, they are not very confident going to the Champions League final, and you shouldn't be. But there is a chance. And when there is a chance, there is hope, man. Let's see what happens. You know what? If they win it, I'll be the first here to clap for you. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like the video, comment, and I see every single comment. And gracias, amigos.